Sarah Backhouse for Hub Culture. I'm now joined by Ishaka, Jeffrey and Stella, 3 high school students from Nigeria. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Why don't we begin with you, Stella? Can you tell us a bit about yourself and why you're here?
Okay. I'm Osemeke Stella, a student of Asaba Girls Grammar School Senior in Delta State of Nigeria. And we are here to have an interactive session with other students from different countries of the world to know how we can combat climate change, which is a very serious problem affecting different nations of the world, especially Nigeria, for instance. We have serious problems of flooding, hot temperature, all due to global warming. So we are here to have an interactive session with other students from different countries, exchange ideas, and know how we as students can face climate change and combat it. Thank you.
Very good. Jeffrey?
Okay. My name is Jeffrey Etaghara. I'm from Christian Staff School, Delta State, Nigeria. And just like everyone else, I'm here to see how together we can build a green economy. I'm here so as to work with my colleagues and definitely youth from other nations so that together we can see how we can combat this present global crisis, global warming, through little to great things. Little things like planting little gardens, then greater things like bringing of great projects like solar panel projects and so many other things. So together I think we can achieve something great.
Thank you. My name is Ishaka Beatrice, a student from Delta Careers College, Warri, Delta State. I'm a delegate from Delta State. I'm here for a youth program under the Governor's Global Climate Summit 3 to share an interactive section with other youth from different parts of the world on how to mitigate climate change. Thank you.
So tell me, what is the situation with climate change in Nigeria? Is it a serious issue and what are you doing to combat it?
Yes, there is flooding in some parts in Delta State, such as the Burutu area, the Ogidigben, Vocados. These are parts in Delta State. There's flood there, and there is intense heat from the sun as a result of this gas flaring that leads to carbon emissions. As a result of carbon emissions, so this causes a kind of heat in Delta State, and also flood occurs in those areas I told you earlier. Thank you.
And you've noticed this in the past few years?
Yes. But we are kind of youth leaders in our school, so we have preferred solutions to them. Solutions such as clean sanitation around areas. Even the governor too has tried planting of trees to absorb carbon dioxide now to reduce the gas emission.
Now you 3 are very energized about this issue, which is wonderful. Is that common in Nigeria for young people to be concerned about climate change?
Yes.
Do you have anything to add to that, Stella or Jeffrey?
Just like every other African country, Nigeria is severely affected by the effect of global warming, and as a result, no country wants to die in its problems. So as a result, they've set up certain programs. Like my state, we've set up a program. That's why we are here, so that we can learn from others. We can learn possible means by which we can combat the global warming, and so as to help certainly other states in my country and definitely other African nations.
Just like we said, Nigeria is really affected by global warming and climate change. So we as youth, we've taken it upon ourselves to learn ways to combat this climate change, like creating of awareness. The informational technology in Nigeria is really low. So we kind of create awareness through printing of posters, organizing rallies, campaigns, and teaching students and our fellow mates on the need to plant trees, decorate the environment, avoid indiscriminate dumping of refuse and all that. So with the little things we can do, we can really combat climate change.
I think I should add to that. Also, students in my school, we have a conservative club. We do plant flowers and garden around our schools. We plant trees and flowers around our school to absorb carbon dioxide. And we also have a group that form music. We form a music group and we sing about global warming. Since people are interested in music, it's a kind of way which they can learn, people in our region actually. So we kind of create an album and sing music on how to mitigate climate change, generally global warming. Thank you.
Good. So Hub Culture is a social media network. We use information and spread it out over the internet. Is that a way that you see help educate others about climate change?
In our society, Delta State, not everybody are really educated. The number of illiteracy is very high, so we use posters to create awareness, like the music I told you earlier. We can also use it to create awareness. But as we, the youths, as we're going home now, we are going to put this on the internet and connect other people from other regions and other countries to be aware about climate change and global warming.
Okay, thank you. And Jeff, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just like she said, the level of information technology in Nigeria is really low. Not everyone has access to the internet. So we kind of create awareness through other ways, like making up posters, or having clubs in our school, like the Conservation Club, where we can teach students on the problems of climate change and how to avert it. We teach them on how to plant trees, how to keep the environment tidy, and different habits they can inculcate to reduce this climate change. So we organize clubs, we carry out rallies, we educate students even on the assembly ground. We go to different schools just to educate the students, since most students don't have access to internet, so we can't really use that way.
Now, if there's one message that you'd like to impart to the people here at this conference and California in general, what would it be?
Oh, yeah. If there's a message I'm to impact on others, it will be certainly a revolutionary device which I made on my own. I called it the carbon dioxide expeller. Now, we're gathering here today so as to showcase green solutions. And right there in the bag, I have, I think, a green solution to today's problem. Maybe if you permit me, I'll just show it to you.
Sure, let's see that to conclude the interview. Thank you.
Okay, now inside here I have a device which I called the carbon dioxide expeller. I'll just show it to you. Yeah, it's like this. Okay, now this device, it's one that absorbs excess carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. As we all know, carbon dioxide is a gas that acts as a strong causative agent to this present global warming, not because of its global warming potential, but because of its enormous volume in the atmosphere. So this device here, it absorbs excess of this gas and it converts it into a washing soda. A washing soda is a popular washing detergent in Africa. So now, maybe if you could just, yeah, it consists of a top like this. Now this thing is built so that it can control the flow of CO2 inside here. Now it has rotators that absorbs air. It absorbs air laden with excess CO2 and it pushes it to the front. When it gets there, there's a chamber containing a chemical known as sodium hydroxide. Now this substance combines with the CO2 present in the atmosphere and it reacts with it to form another substance which is useful to us Africans. Then it releases air that is void of CO2. So you see, it acts almost like an artificial tree.
Well, looks like a very innovative solution.
Yeah.
Ishaka, Jeffrey, Stella, thank you very much for coming and speaking with us today.
Thank you very much.